era is the Terence Crawford era.
Tyrann got the best matchmakers. You ain't fought nobody, man. We gonna roll him up and smoke him. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping.
I know I can beat him. I feel I can beat him. I see myself beating him. You ever fought a champion that was two-weight divisions, right?
All the titles I took from the champion. So what you saying?
I like to go fishing. Everybody know.
Man, that's cat. He not catching me with no fishing pole,
hey, listen.
man. What it look like catching Moby Dick with a fishing pole, man?
I got a big enough hook for him. I'm already reeling him in. I'm gonna put him on the bank, gut him, and I'm gonna fillet him.
We Jamaican, man. We smoke bud. So we gonna smoke your ass up.
It's that marinated bud that hit one puff, you might be seeing stars like how high.
He gonna go and stop that nonsense.
If he get out of line, I swear to God, he gonna be the number 11.
I've been getting out of line my whole life. He ain't catching me with no damn fishing pole. I'm flipping his whole boat. I'm sinking him.
Fish fillet.
Smoking on bud. Fish fillet. Trying to really put a hurting on him.
Somebody gonna break, and it ain't gonna be me.
What's going on, you guys? Errol Spence might be in a little bit of trouble, man. I think the big fish might be in some trouble. The OG, if you've been following boxing for a long time, the OG Carcino, he used to do boxing videos, but I think he more so do like hip hop and basketball, stuff like that nowadays, right? But he said Errol Spence is in trouble. And the things that he said is something that I've been saying a long time ago. Even on the regular channel, Bushido Boxing, we do live streams over there. He said something that I've been saying. It's something that I've been thinking as I've been watching Errol Spence Jr. for years now. Something that guys like Roy Jones probably seen as well, right? But he said that Errol Spence is in trouble. He questioned, why are these guys such fanatics over this guy? What does he do that impress you? Check it out.
See what I tell you. This boy was every bit of 190 pounds. This dude, they edited that stuff and photoshopped it for the video. This is what he really looked like. Coming in there looking all fat for the photo shoot. I don't know what Spence y'all see, but I see a Spence that's in trouble. Because now, this ain't Ugas. You fighting the best fighter in the world. And all you Errol Spence fans, what are you a fan of? What are you a fan of with Errol? I'm curious. What fight told you he was the man? Who he beat that made you say Errol Spence is that guy? What did he do in that fight? That said, man, Errol's the man. Somebody actually brought it up to me, said, man, you see what he did to Mikey Garcia? It's like, you telling me this big 154-pound fighter fighting a 134-pound man, and of course he's supposed to beat the living hell out of him. That's what it's supposed to do. Mikey had no chance. He ain't supposed to be at that weight. He's not a 147 fighter. Then he couldn't even stop him. Then you got Danny Garcia. Couldn't stop him either. This dude talking about man down. This dude ain't stopped nobody. Everybody going to the cards. He didn't even drop Ugas. Ugas finna go to the cards. Sean Porter went to the cards. Everybody going to the cards. His name should be man down. It should be Errol go to the cards Spence. Everybody go to the cards with him. Terence Crawford, nobody has went to the cards in the welterweight division. He's stopping guys that ain't never been dropped. That's impressive. Talking about Errol would have got him out. Errol wouldn't have did a damn thing. That dude ain't got nobody out. That's Errol go to the cards Spence.
Now, after hearing what Carcino had to say, salute to the OG Carcino, right? Watching Errol Spence and watching Terence Crawford, I always, and you guys may have heard me say this before, I felt like I always needed to see more from Errol Spence. I was just like, he's dope, right? But it's like, I need to see something else. It's like, I need to see something. But when I watch Terence Crawford, I feel like I see these things. I feel like I see him adapt on the fly. I see him do different things in these fights. I see things that impress me in these fights. But for Errol Spence, I don't see nothing that I could truly be impressed by. Not to say he's not impressive, but in comparison to Terence Crawford, it's like, I don't know. Like it's like the same thing over and over again, right? The same thing over and over again. We see him do this. We see him, you know. But I feel like I need to see more from him. I think he's going to be in trouble July 29th, man. Terence Bud Crawford got a lot of tools in his bag. He may or may not have to use all of them. I'm not sure if Errol Spence is that guy. I feel like I'm alone. Of course, there's guys that agree, but I feel like I'm alone sometimes when I feel like Terence Crawford is just that much better than him. Maybe I'm just crazy, right? But when I'm watching these two guys and I can watch them objectively, I feel like I need to see more from Errol Spence Jr. I feel like Errol Spence Jr. is going to be in trouble July 29th. Hopefully you guys can see me well, right? The sun and shit. Hopefully, Errol Spence is able to make Terence Crawford uncomfortable. This is what Sean Porter said that he must do, right? That he must make Terence Crawford uncomfortable or Terence Crawford will beat him. This is a guy who knows both guys better than anybody in the world, right? As far as this fighting stuff goes, right? But I don't know. I'm going to ask the fans, what impresses you about Errol Spence Jr.? That's the question. And I don't want to say that in a demeaning type of way because I like the big fish, you know, but what impresses you about Errol Spence? What impresses me is his character as far as, you know, of course he said a lot of stuff in the past that may sound like he didn't want to fight, okay? Let's not forget. But the way he's moving, right? Took time off, came back, and he's fighting the best guy he could absolutely fight. And his consistent names of the guys he's been fighting is very impressive. I got to take my hat off to it. That's how champions roll. But when we talking styles, when we talking, you know, guys like Terence Crawford, who's extremely disciplined, always in shape. He's on shape, on top of shape, on top of shape, on top of shape. I think Errol Spence is in trouble July 29th. But like I said, what impresses you about Errol Spence Jr.? What impresses me about Terence Crawford is, he stops guys in a variety of different ways. He don't never approach any fight the same. It's just a lot of different things with Terence Bud Crawford, man. He's a very great fighter for the sport of boxing, right? Excellent fighter. Errol Spence Jr., great fighter, but I think he's trailing behind Terence Bud Crawford. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.
See what I tell you. This boy was every bit of 190 pounds. This dude, they edited that stuff and photoshopped it for the video. This is what he really looked like. Coming in there looking all fat for the photo shoot.